Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please hit the subscribe now. This start video. In a deeply personal interview with Soap Opera Digest Michelle Stafford, the actress behind The Young and the Restless Phyllis Summers shared an emotional connection to her character's storyline that draws from real-life tragedy. Stafford opened up about how a devastating event in her life influenced her portrayal of Phyllis's relentless pursuit of justice. "I have a friend whose son was killed by a hit-and-run driver, and I kind of channel my friend in this," Stafford explained. The hit-and-run driver already had so many DUIs, had been arrested so many times, and the driver and his friends worked really hard to hide his crime. "It's a really gross story." Stafford's confession shed light on the raw emotion she poured into her performance, as she drew from the intense grief and anger her friend experienced in the wake of such an unjust tragedy. The storyline involving Phyllis's pursuit of Sharon Newman, Sharon Case, has captivated Y and R fans, as Phyllis seeks to make Sharon pay for her perceived role in the murder of Heather Stevens, Vale Bloom. While the details surrounding Sharon's involvement continue to unravel, Stafford's personal story reveals the intense drive behind Phyllis's quest for retribution. For Stafford, the desire for justice in Phyllis's storyline parallels real-world situations where victims and their loved ones feel as though the system has failed them, leaving them with a deep hunger for accountability. As the plot unfolds on Y and R, Sharon's innocence is slowly coming to light. However, Phyllis remains steadfast in her belief that Sharon is guilty. Stafford acknowledged that, despite the emerging revelations, Phyllis is unlikely to soften her stance. "Phyllis has always been a lioness when it comes to protecting her children, and I just don't see her letting go of this," Stafford said. While Sharon's innocence might eventually become undeniable, Stafford pointed out that it may not be enough to sway Phyllis. The complexity of Phyllis's feelings stems from more than just Sharon's actions. It also involves the act of Sharon dumping Heather's body and framing Daniel Romalotti Jr., Michael Grazietti, for the crime. Even if Phyllis comes to understand that Sharon wasn't directly responsible for Heather's death, the framing aspect of the crime is unlikely to be forgiven, according to Stafford. "Phyllis wouldn't care given the history between Sharon and Phyllis," she said, emphasizing how deep the rivalry runs between the two characters. Phyllis's protective nature toward her children fuels her unwillingness to let Sharon off the hook. Stafford's portrayal of Phyllis has captivated audiences due to its emotional depth, and it's clear that Stafford draws on her own life experiences to bring authenticity to the role. The storyline's themes of grief, betrayal, and the search for justice resonate strongly, not just with Phyllis's character, but with many viewers who have faced their own struggles with loss and a desire for consequences. As more revelations come to light about Sharon's involvement, fans can expect Phyllis's reaction to be filled with passion and determination. Stafford hinted that Phyllis will continue her pursuit, regardless of the truth, driven by the long-standing animosity between the two women. "It's really gross to have someone you've trusted and loved do something like this, and I don't see Phyllis letting Sharon off the hook," Stafford added. While the resolution of this storyline may take a few more twists and turns, one thing remains clear. Michelle Stafford's real-life connection to the story has deeply influenced her portrayal of Phyllis's quest for justice, making her performance all the more compelling. As Y and R fans continue to follow the drama, they can look forward to more shocking revelations and to seeing how Phyllis reacts to the truth and the consequences of her actions. Michelle Stafford's personal connection to the storyline of Phyllis's quest for justice goes beyond the surface, delving into the complexities of grief, loss, and the emotional toll of seeking retribution. While The Young and the Restless often explores the dramatic stakes of murder and betrayal, Stafford's personal experience with a tragic loss lends an emotional weight to Phyllis's actions that fans may not have expected. Grief, especially when intertwined with a desire for justice, can create a deeply turbulent emotional landscape. For Phyllis, the sense of injustice surrounding her daughter's death at the hands of someone she believes is Sharon, even though the truth is slowly coming to light, is compounded by her protective maternal instincts. Stafford noted that as a mother herself, she is able to channel the overwhelming emotions of a parent who has lost a child, or someone they consider their own, into Phyllis's Performance. This visceral emotional connection allows Stafford to portray Phyllis as a woman who, even in the face of mounting evidence to the contrary, simply cannot let go of the need to make Sharon answer for the perceived crime. As much as Phyllis may ultimately come to understand Sharon's innocence, the emotional damage may be too severe for any apology or explanation to heal. Stafford's ability to convey this internal struggle has made Phyllis one of the most compelling characters in recent *Y and R* storylines. As she walks the fine line between seeking justice for her family and being consumed by the need for vengeance, Phyllis demonstrates the danger of unresolved grief. Stafford's own emotional experience with loss and anger mirrors that of her character, highlighting how deeply personal pain can fuel destructive, impulsive behavior. Phyllis's ongoing vendetta against Sharon is deeply rooted in the history and rivalry between the two women, which has only intensified as the years have passed. Over the years, Phyllis and Sharon have had a complicated, often contentious relationship, defined by betrayals, misunderstandings, and clashes over men, family, and loyalty. Their rivalry has played a significant role in shaping Phyllis's actions, and Stafford acknowledged that even when faced with the truth, Phyllis's anger toward Sharon runs deep. "I don't think Phyllis will care that Sharon wasn't in her right mind when she framed Daniel," Stafford explained. "There's just too much history there. Sharon has done enough to hurt Phyllis in the past." This sentiment speaks to the emotional baggage that Phyllis carries with her, which is not easily erased, even in the face of new revelations. While *Y and R* fans know that Sharon didn't intend to kill Heather or frame Daniel, for Phyllis, the betrayal runs deeper than just the events surrounding Heather's death. It taps into all the years of bad blood between the two women. For Phyllis, it's not just about this specific incident, but also about the cumulative weight of Sharon's actions over the years. The rivalry between the two women has seen its fair share of battles, both in terms of love interests and personal insults. Phyllis may believe that Sharon has never truly paid for the harm she's caused, and this feeling of unfinished business fuels her desire to make Sharon pay for what she sees as an unforgivable betrayal. In addition to her rivalry with Sharon, Phyllis's actions are also deeply motivated by her role as a mother. Phyllis has always been portrayed as fiercely protective of her children, and Stafford believes that this aspect of Phyllis's character plays a major role in her pursuit of justice. "Phyllis is a lioness when it comes to protecting her kids," Stafford said, highlighting how Phyllis's maternal instincts can sometimes overpower her rationality. This protective drive, which has defined Phyllis's character throughout her time on *Y and R*, is one of the key reasons she can't let go of her vendetta against Sharon. Phyllis has often been portrayed as a woman who will stop at nothing to ensure her children's safety and well-being, even if it means going to extremes. Stafford explained that Phyllis's reaction to Sharon's actions is deeply tied to her protective nature. "When you feel like someone has wronged your family, the desire for justice can become all-consuming," Stafford said. "It's not just about the truth anymore, it's about making sure the person who hurt your family pays." This mindset has driven many of Phyllis's decisions over the years, often pushing her to take drastic actions that others may not understand. In this particular storyline, Phyllis's desire for justice has been compounded by her need to protect her family's reputation and to ensure that the people who hurt them don't get away with their actions. Whether or not Sharon is truly guilty, Phyllis feels as though she must act as the protector, someone who will ensure that no one undermines her family or gets away with their wrongdoings. This maternal drive makes it difficult for Phyllis to show any mercy or empathy toward Sharon, even as the truth starts to emerge. As *Y and R* continues to reveal more details about Sharon's role in Heather's death and the eventual framing of Daniel Romalotti Jr., fans are left wondering how Phyllis will ultimately react to the unfolding truth. Stafford teased that Phyllis's journey won't be an easy one, and her reaction to the truth may be more complicated than viewers expect. While Phyllis may eventually accept that Sharon wasn't directly responsible for Heather's death, the emotional scars from the framing and the betrayal may be too deep for Phyllis to fully forgive. The storyline could see Phyllis confronting her own unresolved emotions and questioning her need for vengeance. Will Phyllis be able to reconcile with Sharon, or will the damage be too great to repair? Fans will have to keep watching to find out. What's clear, however, is that Michelle Stafford's portrayal of Phyllis has been deeply shaped by her own personal experiences with loss and grief. Through her connection to the material, Stafford has brought a level of authenticity and emotional depth to Phyllis that resonates with viewers on a profound level. As *I and R* continues to unfold, Phyllis's journey toward justice and healing will undoubtedly remain one of the most compelling storylines in the soap opera. With Phyllis's story still unfolding, there are many directions this storyline could take. Will Sharon's revelation about her innocence be enough to sway Phyllis, or will the years of animosity continue to cloud her judgment? As the truth about Heather Stevens' death continues to emerge, one thing is certain: Phyllis will never be the same after this journey. The deep emotional toll of grief, revenge, and forgiveness will have lasting effects on both Phyllis and Sharon, and fans can expect a dramatic and emotional resolution to this long-running rivalry.